Hello everyone, welcome to AI Tutorials. If you are new to this video series, please subscribe and don't forget to tap the bell icon. Then only you will get notified for each video upload. In this video, we are going to learn about how to handle the SQL files, then how to use the database for creating the pandas data frame. We have already completed these 5 important topics. Please make sure you are clear about each topic because it is very important as a prerequisite to play with the data. Now you may think, when I know how to handle data using all these 5 formats, then why should I learn SQL 5? When you consider big tech giant companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, whichever the big companies, every day billions of data are getting generated. In Indian system, 1 billion equal to 100 crores of data getting generated every day. Then you can imagine how the size of the data set it will be. So to store these things, a simple Excel file will not be sufficient. So therefore we need a new technology, that is database. In order to access the database, we must know SQL. SQL means structured query language. It's another programming language used to have an interaction with the database. Now we will see an overview of it. If you already know SQL concept, then you can directly watch the code implementation timings as mentioned in the screen. As we know, SQL means it's a structured query language. With the help of SQL, it is very easy to store, retrieve and update the data inside the relational database. That's what mentioned here. And very importantly, everything happens in a very quick manner. It started in 1970s. It means 50 years programming language, but still it is dominating the database industry. If you are from non-technical background and you have a fear on learning this language, I will give you 5 reasons to learn SQL. First thing, it is very easy to learn and use it because it uses a simple English language like select, from, where every keyword are self-explanatory simple keywords. Then second important point, understanding your data set. Especially for data scientists, SQL will help you to sufficiently investigate your data set and visualize it. From that, we can identify the structure and get to know how your data set look like. And also it enable you to find out is there any value is missing, or to identify the outliers, then nulls and so on. And third important point, it is integrates with the scripting language, either Python or R language. It is very easy to integrate with them. And fourth important point, it is used to manage a huge volume of data. And you know very well, almost 80% of the data right now getting generated are unstructured data and it is stored in the database. So you must have a good knowledge about SQL. Then only it is very easy to clear any data science interview. So make sure you must know this as a prerequisite. That's about theoretical point of SQL. I have prepared material from this reference link. Here you can find additional information about creating the data frame using SQL. Then for this example, I am going to use SQLite. So the documentation and download link is also mentioned in the document. This is how SQLite will look like. Here I am going to use the IMDb movie dataset. You know very well, every movie it will be rated by viewers. I am going to consider some 1000 movies. So it contains details like movie name and what type of a movie it is. Either it's an action movie or animation like that, and the description of it, then who directed, then the actor, and very importantly the ratings. So based on the votes, it will decide the rating and also what was the money it collected in the box office. So for us, these two parameters are very important, that is rating and votes. Based on that, we can come to many conclusions. That's briefly about the dataset. So regarding the installation, as I already said, we are going to use the SQLite. So in order to access the database, we must install the respective Python library. For SQLite, PySQLite 3 is the required Python library. Same for PostgreSQL, MySQL, like that we have many category. You have to download the respective Python library. That is the first step. So you can install it in two ways. One is using the command prompt. What you can do, you can copy paste this directly into the command prompt. Just enter it. It will start installing it. Since I have already installed, so I got this message. But when you install it first time, you will get a lot of logs. And if you want to directly install it using the Jupyter Notebook, then just include this exclamatory symbol. Maybe I can run this command. Even in Jupyter Notebook also we can directly install it. Once the installation is successful, now let's start coding how to access this particular data set. We have to access this particular table. First we have to import the SQLite package, import SQLite 3. Then we have to create the connectivity to the database file. What I will do is I will declare it to a variable con. You can give any name. I am giving connecting as con equal to SQLite 3 dot connect. Now you have to give the path of that particular file. This is the file we are going to access it. If you put slash, you will get .db. So mention this particular path. Mention this path within the double quotes. That's very important. IMDb movie dataset. Just execute this line. Now we want to create the data frame. So import pandas as PD. So now let's try to access all the movies using a query. Actually we can also do that in this tool also. We can execute here once and check whether it's working properly or not. So select star means all, from is a keyword, from the table name, this table, that is IMDb movie underscore data table, put semicolon, select and run it. So for this query, it retrieved all the 1000 movies. Same query, we will use it in Jupyter Notebook. So the query is working perfectly. First we have to create the data frame df equal to pd pandas dot read underscore SQL query. Then within the double quotes mention the query, comma, we already created the connectivity that you have to mention it here. So by clicking on this shift tab will give you the signature of it. Let's execute. Execution completed. Let's display. So I'm just zooming out. Almost 1000 rows and 12 columns displayed. It means for this particular query, all the data are getting displayed in the Jupyter Notebook. Now let's try with some other condition, like I want to display the movie rating above 8.5. Let me create a new data frame. Data frame 2 equal to, same way, pd dot read underscore SQL query. You can try that here also, where we know the ratings, its column name is rating, where rating is greater than 8.5 semicolon, run it. So totally 6 movies which is rated above 8.5. Let me copy this query, paste it here, comma, connection, TF2. So when you run it, let me zoom out. So for this particular query, totally we have 6 movies in this list, and this 0, 1, 2, nothing but the index. It looks like almost Christopher Nolan movies. We have 3 movies. Then for Indians, we have Dangal movie. It's an American movie. So here if you look into the condition, all the movies are greater than 8.5. Now I want to export this. We'll see one by one. We created data frame 2 dot 2 underscore CSV. I'm just giving the name as IMDb movie list. Then I don't want index, so index is equal to false. So execution completed, the file would have been generated. Same way, df2 dot 2 underscore JSON file name, comma, and equal to records. These we have already discussed. Just look into those videos. We'll execute. Here you can see CSV file, all the 6 movies in the CSV format, then, and this is in the JSON format. Now we'll learn how to export it to an SQL file, which is very important. In these two cases we will mention dot the file extension, but for SQL you should not mention like that, because we are not creating a new file, but instead we are inserting a new table into the database using our connection variable df2 dot 2 underscore SQL. In this part, movie list file name, comma, connectivity, comma, if underscore exists. If any file is exist, we can replace it by mentioning it as replace, so that we will not get access issue. Then I am making index label equal to ID. Let me execute. Execution completed. Table is created, movie underscore list, as mentioned in the code. A short recap: you have to use the SQLite3 package. Then in order to do the connectivity, that package dot connect method, mention the file name. Then for creating the data frame, use the read SQL query and pass the query along with this connectivity variable. Then you can get the output and you can modify your query based on your requirement. Then at the end you can able to export it to the file which you want. Hope you got a clear picture about this. If you really think it's a worth content, don't forget to like this video. All the coding I have already uploaded to my GitHub. You can download and directly use from this URL. That's the end of this topic. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.